One of the greatest mysteries as we've gotten into the Meghan saga on Days of Our Lives has been who will be staying and who going. Some, like Ciara and Ben, seem pretty much guaranteed to skedaddle after their appearances. Having Robert Scott Wilson run around as both Ben and Alex, while everyone in Salem ignores the fact that they're identical twins would be confusing. Others, like Beau and Hope themselves, are less sure. Will they stay for a bit of a victory lap after reuniting or ride off happily into the sunset together as a final farewell? Then there's Harris Michaels. We hadn't seen, heard from, or even really thought of him for decades before he turned up on Beyond Salem. Chapter 2 as Meghan's, it turns out, brainwashed, minion. Well, he's back, and now that he's letting the ISA try to undo what his former mistress did, he's also back on the side of angels. More or less. We say more or less because while there's still work to be done, with Harris deprogramming getting underway, that's going to prove that he's not actually a criminal, right? That's how it works in Salem for everyone else. Heck, Burton did say that he was coming home to Salem. So maybe Harris will be able to start a whole new life with some slightly less villainous demerits, like Chad. Billy Flynn stopped by Steve Burton and Bradford Anderson's podcast, Stone Cold and the Jackal, named for the nicknames of their characters on General Hospital, Jason and Spinelli, respectively, and chatted briefly about the surprise connection between Chad and Harris coming up. You and I have had some pretty funny stuff, Flynn noted. Well, that's intriguing. Go on. Sometimes I feel like you have a choice. You go, okay, am I going to play the truth of the moment, which is, this is funny? Or am I going to play into this heroic kind of thing that soap operas tend to put men into where you lower the voice a little bit? That doesn't give us a whole lot of details, but it does get us thinking of so many possibilities as to why Chad and Harris would cross paths. Back before he fell in with Meghan and wooed Hope, Harris' only real connection to Salem was dating Eve. If he heads back to Salem, is he going to be looking for employment? Working for another demura might be a bit triggering, but hey, you've got to do what you got to do. Then again, he could also probably use a pal or two in town, and Harris and Chad bringing out the funny together could help us see the former military tough guy in a whole new light. Either way, Flynn noted, you and I have had a blast, because we both choose to kind of take the present moment route. Yeah, Burton agreed, we're just playing it how it is. They don't get into much detail beyond that, but unless Chad starts jumping into the search for Meghan, it sounds like Harris may be sticking around in Salem a bit. As for getting to work together, it sounds like it was a laugh a minute. There's people I laugh with, Burton noted, and Billy's one. It's like working with General Hospital's Maurice Bernard. Steve, don't do it. Don't look at me. Do not look at me during this scene or I'm dead. And there was a few times laughing where we couldn't get through it. Then we had to kind of buckle down. Those are the best though, Flynn exclaimed. I know. His scene partner agreed. It's the best. It's the greatest thing ever to have fun and laugh. Heck, you can't beat that. And it's just making us all the more excited to see these two mix it up. However it happens.